Let's talk about gender assignments and how genuinely ignorant they are, because I'm tired of seeing these videos, these takes on, oh, I want a man who lets me shut my brain off. I can shut my brain off. Y'all are really scaring me, okay? Learned helplessness is not supposed to be romanticized. Y'all are romanticizing that you don't have autonomy and you don't know how to take care of yourself as an adult without another person around. Y'all are honestly normalizing being a child, and it's scaring me. I saw a video a few hours ago where somebody was saying she doesn't go inside of the tire shop because that's what her husband is supposed to do. And I understand role play, and I understand that some people like a little role play here and there. But sometimes y'all gotta take off the fucking costume, okay? Role play, there's a time and a place for that shit. It's scaring me that some people genuinely will not do certain things unless they have another gender to do it for them. And that goes for both men and women. I'm noticing there are things that you all will not do for yourselves unless you have another gender to do it for you. And then you wonder why, when that person breaks up with you, or when that person passes away, or when that person becomes disabled, now you don't know what to do, because you based everything off of this helplessness. You based everything off of these gender assignments that you thought were so cute. As a woman, as an adult, you should be able to go inside of a tire shop. I saw people in the comments talking about, yeah, I don't know, I just never go in the tire shop. I'll just wait till I have a man. What the fuck, y'all? Y'all got anxiety, man. Y'all have anxiety. Y'all can't go into a tire shop without a man. You got anxiety. And honestly, that puts you in a vulnerable position, because any controlling or abusive man that comes into your life, they're going to see that and they're going to say, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to take advantage of this person because they act like they don't know how to fucking take care of themselves unless I'm around. Y'all are giving too much power to gender. Y'all are putting too much emphasis on gender. Just walk your ass into the discount tire and tell them you need your tire changed. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm not expecting y'all to be mechanics, but to see somebody say that they're so scared to go into the tire shop, they just need their husband to do it. Girl, what the fuck? Now, had she said that she wants her husband to be there because she knows men take her more seriously when she has a man around, I empathize with that you want that person there with you because you know that a lot of male mechanics are going to treat you like, oh, okay, I'm finna get over on her. Then I understand that. But you acting like you can't do it because you're a woman, like you cannot physically walk into or go into a tire shop because you're a woman, is crazy. And I'm tired of hearing y'all, what the fuck is all this shut your brain off too? I'm not fucking with that. And I wrote some notes down because this is how important this conversation is to me. I'm not fucking with y'all talking about y'all want to shut y'all brain off. There should never be a time where you shut your damn brain off. Does the brain even go off in our sleep? Hold the fuck on. Because I need to see some things. Does our brain ever shut down or stop working? Because, bitch, that sound like you stop living. What the hell? No. It says no. The human brain never truly shuts down or stops working while a person is alive. You bitches want to be dead? You bitches want to... It says the brain is even active when you sleep, when you're in a coma, when you're staring into space. You bitches want to be dead? You want a man that make you feel dead? Fuck out of here. I'm not understanding this. You want a man that shut your brain off? You want a nigga to turn you into a corpse? I'm not understanding this, man. I hate that y'all think that shit funny because I see y'all live it out. I really see y'all be codependent on men and men be codependent on women. Let's talk about men who act like they don't know how to cook a meal and they don't want to know how to cook a meal for themselves until they get a wife, and the wife just gonna do it all the time. And then when they don't have a wife, they don't know how to fucking cook. You are an adult. You need to learn how to put food in your fucking mouth. You're a grown ass man. It's niggas acting like they don't want to decorate their house until they get a wife. Nigga, what the fuck? Y'all want to live like y'all in prison. Y'all be having these squeezed toothpaste bottles Nigga, Colgate is $1.98. What the fuck? Y'all be having these squeezed toothpaste bottles. Like y'all be living like y'all are imprisoned. I am so serious. A lot of non-queer men, y'all lack decor. Y'all lack aesthetic. What the fuck? Or I guess it's like penitentiary aesthetics. I don't understand this shit. The squeezed toothpaste bottle. What's up with the navy blue bedding, the navy blue bedspread? We are not 19 years old. Y'all niggas be 31, 32 years old. Y'all don't even fucking decorate y'all home. Y'all look like y'all don't even fucking like y'all house, if y'all even have one. I really empathize with people who go from living with their parents to straight marriage. Like, chill out with all of that. Learn how to be sovereign. Learn how to exist. Y'all do too much on the gender assignments. What you gonna do if you get married and you rely on that person to do things that your ass should be knowing how to do? You're relying on this other adult to do things as if you are a child or as if you are unable. And then what happens if they become disabled? What happens if they die? And I have watched this happen to people. I went to trauma counseling after my father died, and I remember listening to kids as well as their parents talk, especially the parents. I listened to women talk about how they didn't know shit when their husband died. They didn't know like basic things that you should know as a human being, or they had anxiety about taking out the trash. I'm like, y'all, what the fuck? This learned helplessness needs to stop being romanticized. You should know how to take out the trash. You should never be in a position to where if a man leaves you or passes away, that you don't know how to exist and you have no purpose. You should always have a purpose outside of a man. You're still a person. You're still a human being. And then you should always know how to exist. Same thing for men. You should know how to cook. Some basic, simple things. Grilled cheese. My God. French toast. Grilled cheese. Oh my God. Put the butter. You don't even need butter. You don't even need butter. If you want to thug it out, put a slice of bread. No, hell no. Y'all need a little bit of butter. Put some butter on the slice of bread. The butter face down. I'm not telling y'all how to do shit. Google that shit. Google that shit. It ain't my damn job. I ain't nobody fucking mammy. Look, that should be scaring me when y'all act like y'all don't know how to exist as human beings without another gender. What the fuck? And y'all be talking about shit that genders are not born understanding. Like, men are not born understanding how to change oil. Take your car to the goddamn Jiffy Lube and call it a day. Damn. The men at the Jiffy Lube love when you act like you don't know how to do shit. But like, seriously, watching a woman say that she didn't want to walk into a discount tire because she's like, I'm scared. I need you. Y'all be taking role play way too fucking far. Y'all be wanting to act like children. And call me a Capricorn moon, but like, why are you acting like a child right now? Do you know? And I see y'all doing in queer relationships too, because when I try to date women as well, same fucking problem. A lot of women try to masculinize me because in their minds, they think a feminine just needs a masculine and we both can't be feminine. Hell no, bitch. What the hell? Girl, how about you open one door and I'll open the next? I have been out with bitches and they looking at me, turning to me, talking about you gonna open the door. Girl, I opened the last one. You open this damn door. What the fuck? We both girls. Y'all be scaring me with that shit. Why you don't know how to walk your ass into a discount tire? You talking about, I need my man to do it. What the fuck? Like I said, I understand if you just want the mechanics to do right by you. But if it's just about getting the tire changed and your ass is at Discount Tire, that is a brand company. That's a chain company. They tend to just change the fucking tire, girl. They don't come up with their own prices unless y'all want to tell me something. But then again, y'all don't fucking go do shit by yourself. What the fuck do y'all be doing before y'all married? Do y'all exist? Because I know everybody don't got a daddy. So let's not act like everybody has a father. Let's not act like everybody has brothers. So what the fuck do y'all be doing before y'all get married to a nigga? Y'all never get y'all tire changed? Stop fucking playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me. Y'all never take y'all car to the auto shop? Be fucking for real. That shit be triggering me bad. It's like watching adults Like y'all are outsourcing basic survival skills to gender roles. Why are y'all doing that? And dependency is not romantic. Oh, and please, what's up with all this? Y'all be like, oh, I want my man to baby me, and y'all be talking in these baby voices. Chill out, cause you gonna fuck around and find out. You're gonna manifest a controlling, abusive ass nigga with talking like that. Cause I'm sorry, but in my opinion, a mature man who is secure in himself and is not looking to control a woman does not want to babysit a woman either. In my opinion, and in my experience, a man who is not interested in controlling or abusing a woman doesn't want you acting like a little baby either. Like you acting like a child, you putting on these baby voices. Don't get me started on that whole, I just talked to y'all about that girl I was hanging out with. She didn't start off with the baby voices. She was definitely wearing a mask, but she started talking in baby voice and shit. I'm like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? 33 years old. And she started expecting me to give her like princess treatment, baby treatment, like her wife. I was like, girl, I don't want to babysit a 33-year-old ass bitch. I'm looking for friendship. I'm not looking to be a babysitter to a grown ass bitch. What is wrong with you? Y'all gonna end up manifesting some bullshit with that. I don't think a mature, sincere person who's not interested in abusing you is gonna be interested in this shut your brain off, be a baby act. Cause like, what? Or maybe like I said, maybe it's just because I'm a Capricorn moon and I can't take this shit. Y'all too big to be acting like this. Damn near might as well run around in a fucking diaper. That shit is a turn off. Stop it. I don't want to hear no grown ass man talk about he don't know how to scramble some eggs and make a grilled cheese sandwich. What the fuck is wrong with you? But you think only women are supposed to know how to do that? Huh? No, you need to know how to cook basic things just to put it in your mouth, okay? Why are you waiting on a woman to do that? I don't understand that. It'd be one thing if somebody said, okay, let's think about Beyonce. She didn't have time to be sitting up learning how to cook anyway. She prioritized a career. Okay, it'd be different if you straight up said you just don't like to cook, and so you're just going to, hire a private chef. That sounds awesome. But if your reasoning for not cooking is because you think only women are supposed to cook, is fucking crazy. Because y'all might as well boycott these goddamn restaurants. You might as well be boycotting everything. You might as well, when you pull up to the drive-thru, do you ask if a woman cooked it? And if a man cooked it, you gonna boycott it? You're not gonna eat it? Y'all be pissing me off. Let me read these notes. Y'all pissing me off because it's like you got incompetence being reframed as softness, submission, and provider dynamics. Please stop fucking doing that. It's like people are opting out of responsibility while still demanding adult benefits. This is weird as fuck. What is the word? Infantilizing? It be bothering the fuck out of me. Talking about you want to be able to shut your brain off. I have never felt that type of security in another person. Point blank, period. Female, male, in between, out between, non-binary. I have never felt so secure around a bitch that I could shut my brain off. I don't want to. Bitch, I need to be thinking at all times. And you know how Scorpios be. We don't even fucking trust nobody. Sleeping with one eye open. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Shut my brain off. And this is how people be doing shit in y'all fucking face. And because y'all want to rely on gender assignments so badly. I do not want my sisters in these vulnerable positions with these niggas. It's not a lot of men. If we already know that majority of men are messed up people, and it's so sad, right? It's sad. It's the same thing as majority of Caucasian folks is racist. It's sad, okay? But it's the truth, okay? Majority of people that you come across are not going to be good people. So you want to try your chances out there. Y'all don't be getting married to decent people because guess what? You don't really got control over that, sweetheart. If your dating pool is only consist of non-queer men because you might not be queer and you don't want to date a queer man, well, then I'm here to tell you something here that you already know deep down. Your dating pool is piss, okay? So it's like Knowing that a lot of women are not going to wind up with a loving man. Knowing that, a lot of niggas is just fucked up. Why are they fucked up? Misogyny. It's deeply internalized with a lot of people, man. The idea that, oh, I'm a man, so, I'm a hurt a woman, but I'm a man. That's just, boys will be boys. This whole idea of, men are going to hurt you at some point. They're going to cheat. They don't got control over their lust. That is deeply embedded in society. So knowing that a lot of us will be hurt by a man multiple times, multiple men, whether it's emotionally hurt, physically hurt, it just scares me that y'all think y'all need to shut y'all brain off around a nigga. Like, what are y'all talking about? I don't understand that. Now, if y'all would stop being dramatic and just simply say, you want a spouse that helps you to feel safe, I understand that. But you shutting your brain off is not safe. Ignorant bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. What, like, bro. And you know why I get so mad too? Because a lot of y'all y'all be heavily attached to gender assignments. Y'all be the same ones that be thinking you better than another woman because of your relation to a man. And y'all don't be girls. Like, male-centered women tend to be really mean to other women. And I think that's why I be getting angry too. Because I'm like, y'all be thinking y'all better than other women. Whole time you being more abused. This shit is scary. So let me chill out. Because some of y'all that's going to hear this message, you're not an ignorant bitch. It's just, I want you to, I don't know, maybe don't shut your brain off ever for nobody. Keep it on. That's what keeps you alive. Call me a Sagittarius rising. I don't understand why you don't want to think. I don't understand why you don't want to expand and be philosophical. Ah, my God. Like, I don't get this concept of you don't want to be responsible for your own safety, mobility, continuity. Like, what? So for me and my nervous system, that just sounds like danger. I don't like when y'all say that shit because I think a lot of y'all be serious about that. Y'all really want to be around somebody where you don't got to think about nothing. And like, you don't got to think at all. Like, I'm sorry. That's like heaven to an abuser. They hear you say that, they like, yeah. Male or female, anybody, any identity is capable of being abusive. I don't think y'all need to keep repeating that shit. I don't think y'all need to let that go. You don't need to shut your brain off, especially around no man. Okay? Gender roles are not supposed to replace basic adult competency. Like, please. Y'all are supposed to have fun with y'all adulthood, and I hate that everybody can't experience that. I hate that even in some of our privilege, even in some of our freedoms, people are still enslaved mentally where, like, okay, there's a lot of women that are not embracing their life because they're waiting for a man to actually live their life. And it's kind of sad. And the same thing goes for a lot of men. There's a lot of men out there, they're not fully embracing their life. They're not really fully living it until they get married. And I don't, y'all got to stop being so codependent on other people to feel yourself, to be a person. I really don't get this whole, I want to shut my brain off around a man. For me, if you drive a car, you need to know how to get it serviced, okay? You need to know how to communicate with a mechanic. A husband is not, a man is supposed to be a perk, not a life purpose, but also, guys, your husband can become disabled. He may not be able to go inside of I don't think people understand the severity of marriage or agreeing to get married at all, because you need to know how to exist whether or not your husband can. Like, people's husbands pass away all the time. But another thing I watch people go through, your spouse can wind up with a disability. And now people who never thought about disabilities, you're not sensitive to society. Now you're like, oh, okay, because you signed up for somebody to be like parent slash doctor slash, and I'm talking about all genders do this, where it's like, you're just, my God, you're codependent. You're signing up your spouse. You're expecting them to be all these different roles. And it's just not normal. I'm sorry. Like, some of you all expect your spouse to be your parent. Please stop that. We're not supposed to be romantically intimate with our parents. So why are you even expecting this person to replace a parent? Why do you, what? Go to therapy. Take your multivitamins. Your husband, your wife, they're not supposed to be your mom, your dad. Like, what? Because what happens if they gain a disability? They're not going to be able to do all these gender-based bullshit ass assignments. What happens if they pass away? Now you're going to be in desperation to find another husband and feel complete within yourself until you get another husband. Like, come on, man. And then God, oh my God, that means that your children also cannot depend on you for a lot of things because you are depending on somebody else to make those things happen when they are things that you can do. I'm not talking about things that you can't do. I'm talking about things that you can do, and you've put a gender assignment on it. And so what the fuck? And so a lot of y'all don't be knowing what to do without another person involved, and it's stuff you should be able to know how to fucking do. A husband is not supposed to be some sort of insurance policy against adulthood. Like, what the fuck? I'm not trying to scare y'all, but like spouses really pass away or they get sick. What happens if they grow cancer? God forbid. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, y'all don't be thinking about, hey, I should know how to do these things. Like, it shouldn't just be women who make sure that their children's hair are tended to. As a man, if you have a child or parental rights or guardianship, take that child to the hair salon. I'm not saying you got to know how to do the hair, but like you should be able to fucking get it done somehow and make sure the kid is okay. It shouldn't be, oh, I need a woman. Because I watch a lot of niggas do that too. When niggas be single parents, what they do, they be running to go find another woman. Or when niggas start to have like little custody battles and shit, y'all be running to go find another woman because in your mind you're like, child needs mom to do. Because y'all really believe that raising children essentially should just be on women. And I'm just tired of this. That shit crazy to me. Y'all don't never think about what will happen if death or illness or disability or divorce, travel, like what? Long work hours. Y'all, like, come on. Gender assignments are not, they don't actually make sense, guys. Y'all are just performing them. Y'all are just forcing them to make sense, but they never did. They never did. Because even in queer relationships, people are trying to assign things to energy. Feminine versus masculine. What is the masculine person in a relationship? So, like, that shit is crazy to me. And I just got done being friends with a bitch who did that. She would always brag that her wife was paying all the bills. That's also like, what the fuck, girl? What the fuck? She would always be like, oh, she ain't never gonna leave me. She pays all my bills. Y'all both women. Damn, what the fuck? But because her wife was the masculine partner, she just needed to brag that she paid all the bills. Well, guess what happened when that shit... You couldn't even fucking hang out with me when I wanted to because you had to wait on your wife to give you a fucking allowance. That shit got old. Get you a job or get you some fucking income, bitch. Damn. Become an influencer or something. Damn. How you gonna make friends doing that shit? Like, we can't hang out because you talking about your wife didn't give you no fucking money. That's why I hate when y'all act like y'all spouses are supposed to be y'all parents. You acting like a fucking child. I'm 31 years old. I don't want to hear my friend say that shit. We can't go to the movies. Like, bitch, you can't buy a $14 movie ticket at 31 years old. No, you was 33. You can't buy a $14 movie ticket because everything you do relies on your wife's income and when she wants to give you money. That shit is crazy to me. We are not children. That shit got old fast. That bitch tried to tell me we couldn't celebrate my birthday because her wife's car went into the shop and she not gonna have no money from her wife. Girl. Now, granted, her wife was trying to get her to start forming her own income. She was investing in her, trying to pay for her to go to school, trying to get her to run an organization. I could see that her wife was trying to get her to make some type of fucking money. That shit gets old, y'all. Relying on your spouse for everything, acting like a child. I will never. That's why y'all don't hear me talk about, oh, when I get married, my spouse gonna pay all the bills. No, because I need some autonomy in this motherfucker. You're not about to treat me like no child. I don't care if we got to split up certain bills, certain things. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not finna be under nobody jurisdiction. Hell no. No. And a lot of y'all do not practice the financial responsibility that you would need to have when the other spouse pays all the bills. Y'all don't be saving y'all money because y'all get too spoiled in it. Y'all get too comfortable in it anyway. A lot of y'all don't be saving y'all money like y'all should in case that spouse ever lose their mind and get to tripping and try to kick you out. No, man. Nah, man. No. Or how about people who say, okay, only one of the spouses looks over the finances and knows what's going on with the accounts. No, because I see both. I've seen men who the wife is the one that looks over all the accounts and he don't know what's going on with the accounts. No. And I see it the other way around where the wife doesn't look at anything with the money. The man handles it all. No. No. Y'all be in these unsafe situations because of that. As a grown man, you should be able to cook something for yourself. You don't got to be 5-star culinary chef, but damn, okay? You should be able to know how to clean. You should know how to live alone at some point in your life. You should know how to regulate your emotions. Stop relying on women to create a home for yourself, to have some sort of order in your life. Stop. Because then y'all want to talk about women are supposed to submit to you. You never even submitted to yourself. You never even governed yourself. Y'all be living lives of chaos, or y'all be living in a life of lack. A lot of men be living these lives when they single and never been married before, never had no kids. Y'all be living these lives of, what do I call it? I'm finna look the word up. Y'all be living these shriveled up, parched, dried out, crispy, fucking dehydrated ass lives. No decor in your house, no nothing, just nothing. No fucking food in the fridge. I can't stand when I go to a nigga apartment, live in a nice ass apartment, all you got in the fridge. What is up with y'all be loving to have pizza and wine? Nigga, damn, what the fuck is going on? See, and this is why I'm glad that people are learning that it's because of y'all sperm. It's because of y'all fucking insides is fucking everybody else up on the inside. The fuck is you eating? Eat a full fucking meal. What the fuck? Dried up ass pizza. That's how I know I can't trust a nigga. If I go to your house and you got a squeezed up ass toothpaste bottle and then a navy blue bedspread. Oh, don't get me started on you want to hang. What the fuck? Why do y'all be hanging up one of the bed sheets as a curtain? Nigga, curtains is like $10 at DD's discounts. Get your shit together. The fuck? You in your 30s. That shit. When we was 19, it didn't matter. When we was on a dorm. But you in your 30s. That be the reason why it's a man right now. I won't even give him no coochie. He got 2 houses. I can't. Oh Lord, I can't. I want to, right? Because it's like, okay, he drive a nice car. He got a reliable job, right? But your house, boring. You got up this random ass painting. I could tell you got it from, I don't know, Family Dollar. And it's like a painting of, it's, oh my God, it's like a painting of a vase of fruit or something. It's random as fuck. You just hung it up there just to hang it up there. It's like you have no purpose. Like you don't even fucking care about where you live. You don't even fucking care about how your house look. Couch, random as fuck. No aesthetic. Okay. Christmas tree still up in July. I can't give you no coochie. Cause you showing me you don't even have you don't even have lust for life. Like this everything lackluster. Is that it? Let me see. I'm on a roll today. Yes, lacking in vitality. Lacking in force, lacking in conviction. You niggas don't be having conviction. Can't give you no coochie. I can't give you no coochie. Y'all be having a squeezed up toothpaste bottle. You be using the bedspread as one of your curtains. What the fuck? And oh God, it be a navy blue bedspread. That's how I know you niggas don't fucking want to be. Oh Lord, y'all be depressed and shit. Y'all need to go to therapy. Y'all don't be having shit in the fridge. If I see dried up pizza, dry pizza in the fridge, make my coochie dry. Throw that shit away. I hate seeing dried up ass pizza, nigga, and then put it in a container. Why y'all be just having the pizza in a pizza box oh God. And then bottles of wine, and then y'all want to smoke all fucking day. Oh, and if your apartment smell like weed or ashes, I'm beating your ass. No, I can't take this. Okay, if you've never had to like fully care for yourself, I can't care for you either, bitch. What the fuck? It's like you're not even really living your life. Like y'all don't be experiencing adulthood. What the hell? Dependency creates power imbalance, guys. This is about safety. Power imbalance increases vulnerability. And then with vulnerability, what does that increase the likelihood of, right? Abusers seeing you as a target, coming after you with the purpose of, oh, okay, I can see that this person, they don't exist on their own for real. They're very codependent, right? Okay, talking about you want to shut your brain off around a man. That's how a lot of people be financially trapped, emotionally manipulated, losing your skills over time. There are so many women that when their husbands pass away or when their husbands become disabled, they had to learn things that you should have learned in high school, or maybe you should have learned in your early adult years, like in your early 20s. And a lot of people feel like they have to start over and get to know the world again because they literally didn't do for themselves. They just made everything about a gender. And y'all are assuming that you can hurry up and get married if your husband passes away. Let's talk about the grief you'll probably go through if you loved him. A lot of y'all be thinking that, oh, you're going to marry a rich man and you won't love him. Yeah, that's not going to happen for a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all don't even know what to do around rich people. Y'all don't even be hanging around rich friends. Y'all don't. No. Okay. I want some of y'all to be a little more realistic. A lot of y'all don't have the go-getter energy that it does require, the go-getter personality that it would require for you to even go after a rich man for the sake of his riches. A lot of y'all don't even have the gall, the audacity. Look, I have tried to have this conversation with certain people and they're like, oh, if my husband dies, I'll just move on. Yeah, that's not a thing for real. What the fuck? And then y'all don't be cultured. It's like y'all never really lived life for real, because if you've ever met a grieving widow, somebody that genuinely loved their husband, baby doll, moving on ain't always just fast and easy. What the fuck? And then if you do try to move on quickly because you absolutely feel desperate that you need a man in order to complete your life, a lot of men can see right through that. A lot of abusers. Let me just correct my statement here. If you navigate, oh, okay, I just lost a husband, I just lost a baby daddy, we just broke up, or oh, okay, my husband passed away, I need a husband because I don't know how to care for myself without a husband. Okay, abusers, they could smell that shit from miles away. And they will prey on you with that type of mindset. Then your kids is going to resent you because they're like, damn, you so desperate for a husband over here, you just going to pick any damn body. And then we ended up being abused by this random ass motherfucker. Let me tell y'all something. Don't do that. Don't do that. Incompetence makes people easier to control, even unintentionally. Even when people don't even realize they doing that to you. Don't do that. Don't do that. These provider fantasies are they're concerning. Like I said, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your they friend, your baby daddy, they're not supposed to be your dictator. They're not supposed to be your parent. What? They're not supposed to be your primary care physician. Like, rest should be a choice, not a default incapacity. Okay? Relief is not the same as like resilience. So I just want y'all to think about these things, because there's never a time where I think it's appropriate for somebody to shut their brain off. I mean, that means you're not alive. And I know y'all are speaking metaphorically, but I am too. Like, what the fuck? To me, a grown partnership looks like two capable adults. By the way, if y'all hear some noise in the background, my dog is grooming themselves at this time. Weird vibes. I don't know. I can't. I'd be up in here trying to record content and it's just like they are dogs. I don't know. Seven? Hey boo, hey. Seven? Hey. Hey, do you see? Hey, I'm so sorry. I can't drown out the sound that you're making right now. It would be nice if maybe, do you need me to help you? Okay. I hope I did not upset you. You look kind of upset. I'm so sorry. It was just a lot of sounds. And now your sister made a sound. I don't know what that was. Thank you so much. Okay, like I was saying, let me read these notes here. Like I was saying, a grown partnership for me, like a healthy, mature partnership, is like two capable adults who, you do for yourself the way that you would do for them. You don't have to do everything, but it's like, oh my God, I don't want y'all to want a partner because you feel like you can't survive without one. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you should be able to still exist and survive without a romantic partner. Like, again, I feel like romantic partners need to be perks, not life purposes, not life insurance policies. Because this loss of agency, loss of skill, loss of self-trust, loss of adulthood, whoa, like what? Like, that's, man, like, I really hated that video. And I hated that, for me, it upset me really badly. But then people in the comments were like, oh my God, yes, I can't wait to have a man so he can walk me into the tire shop. Or it was comments like, oh yeah, I never walk in anywhere. My man takes care of all of it. And I'm just like, yeah, what the fuck? What's wrong with being an adult? Now, I will share this with you all. I was not raised in a gender-based household, at least not from up until the point when I was 8 years old. My father passed when I was 8. Okay. I watched my mom and dad do things together and switch activities. How do I break this down? So things that people feel like only women should do, only men should do, my parents did them both. Like when my dad got sick, he was in and out of the hospital a lot of the time. He was disabled. He was in a wheelchair. You know, that's why it's easy for me to think of these things at the forefront, because it's possible and it can happen to you at any point in time. I did not watch my mom act like she didn't know how to do things. I watched both of my parents take out the trash. My dad taught me how to braid my hair. He taught me how to do my hair. Both of them did my hair. I didn't have a dad that said, oh, that's something your mom's supposed to do. So I will admit to that. I hate that that's even a privilege, honestly. Actually, I'm not going to call that a privilege. I'm sorry. Like, yes, it is a privilege to have a father, but it's sad that that is a privilege, because I'm like, I mean, I feel like I still have one because I'm spiritual and I work with him in spirit. So it's funny I said that. He did pass away when I was 8 years old. But the fact that I had a dad, and I still have a dad who cared about me. I hate that that is a privilege. I hate that sometimes I feel apologetic. Sometimes I don't even really want to share how much, sometimes I don't like sharing how great my parents were, because of my audience and how much other people are hurting and how much other people did not have good parents. And so it makes me feel bad sometimes that I didn't have a shitty dad. It's like, but I understand shitty dads. Like, I understand getting upset with men. I understand that. I've never been the type of girl to tell other people like, oh, you shouldn't talk about your parents. Hell no. Run that bitch through the mud. Some of y'all, hey, I feel like parent is a title that should be earned. So I'm not the type of person to tell people that they should never talk about their parents. Hell no. Some people need to be talked badly about because they treated you badly. And I'm a big advocate for children over I don't believe that parents just have these rights to just be whatever and just, bullshit their kids. But I will say to you all, I do wonder if maybe it's easier for me to grasp these times. No, because there's people who didn't have good fathers and they understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Look. It's because of my parents that I know for a fact Y'all be trying to act like certain things, certain genders can't do, and that's a fucking lie, and y'all fucking know it. My father, would get under the car and change whatever was going on with the car, but he also did my hair. It was never, oh, that's girly, or oh, that's for mom, or no. And they both cooked. They both cooked. It was just a matter of, okay, you cooked the last time, I'm gonna cook this time. Like, it wasn't no, I never watched my parents be like, that's for the wife and that's for the husband. So maybe that could help y'all out a little bit when y'all be like, damn, she's, it just helps you to understand who I am as a person, because I did not grow up with that. So having to learn it and witness it and see how serious other people are about gender assignments, it be scaring the fuck out of me. It scares me. It scares me. I want y'all to be okay. I want women to be okay, whether you have a man or not. I feel like you deserve to still be happy and enjoy your life and love your life, whether you have a man or not. And really, all you have is yourself. You don't actually just have the man, if that makes sense. I know we joke about mermaids and kidnapping niggas, and okay, but even if you were to dominate men, when y'all really get into domination magic and domination rituals, you'll see that that's something you normally have to keep doing. Like, you got to keep working that nigga. And that's why I feel like you should only be doing that to messed up men. Messed up, bigoted men. For a man that genuinely just likes you and you just want to hurry up and get married, you don't need to be doing no damn domination spell. You don't need to be just doing that on somebody just because you want to hurry up and speed up the relationship. Like, chill out with all of that. See, niggas don't never hear me when I'm saying this type of shit. It's a lot of men that look at my content. They just want to convince themselves that I'm just their public enemy number one, right? Like I'm just, always out here trying to do evil shit to niggas. No, I want accountability. You ghosting me after we have raw sex, I want accountability. And then after you sat up here and tried to use me emotionally, I want accountability. So yeah. I'm sending my daddy after your ass, bitch. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I want accountability, but no, I don't actually believe that we need to be out here just dominating all men. I am actually a lot more healed. I think maybe in my earlier years of, my 20s, I think maybe I definitely was a lot more angry. But now that I am spiritual, guys, I actually do believe love is real. I think it can be, I think if you don't navigate this world with your spirituality, things might feel very impossible, but because I'm spiritual, I actually think we can manifest whatever the fuck we want. That's how big my belief system is set up. It called me a Sagittarius rising, right? But, I actually believe in love because I'm spiritual. Before I was spiritual, I was very, okay, I'll just be famous and rich, and I don't need marriage, and I still don't think I need marriage, but I didn't really see the purpose of connection with people. Before I was spiritual, I didn't see the purpose of love in general. So I didn't value friendship. I didn't value romance. I didn't value anything. I was heavily depressed more than, because I've dealt with depression recently, but back then, before I was spiritual, my spirituality saved me. And as much as there are certain people that think something is wrong with me, okay, yada, yada. But this shit saved me, because I was ready to book a ticket up out this bitch before I was spiritual. And granted, the only reason now where I really I don't believe in, taking myself out the game is because I know now that even as a spirit, you can still have depression. Some people find peace when they press the delete button, but some people don't. They still have their sadness, even in spirit realm. And I just feel so bad because, I think some people deserve peace and some of those people don't get it. But I want you guys to be okay, whether you have a spouse or not. I know a lot of people at, my age group where they get to their 30s, they start panicking over whether they have a spouse or not. Man, change your perspective. You need to be worried about whether you have yourself or not. And life is easier the spiritual route when you manifest what you need and you find somebody on your frequency instead of trying to force yourself to be someone you're not. And, it's just easier. It's easier. And I'm actually in the process of, like, last year. Okay, so I'll say 2020 is when my spirituality sparked. 2020 up until 2024, no, 2025. So 2020 to 2025, I was not valuing romance like that. I was in the middle of trying to decode a situation I had going on, and whoa. And I got more and more serious about business. Well, now I feel like valuing romance. I feel like valuing friendship and romance in a way that I had never. Well, I started valuing friendship pretty heavily. I'm going to say 2022. I started realizing like friendship is extremely important, especially for feminine people. So no, that's not super recent where because now, it is, yeah. And I've, for the most part, I've always been a girl's girl. I've always understood like we still need friends, even if we, want marriage, we still need sisterhood. Especially women, my God, but marginalized people in general still need each other. You need companionship, navigating systematic oppression. Okay. But now I am valuing romance. I am. And I am not changing myself. I'm not settling. I am not, because see, when y'all change yourselves and you become somebody you're not, you manifest somebody you cannot stand. I know who I am, and I am not changing her for a man or anybody, because, regardless of gender, there are people out there that just, y'all not going to be compatible or, So how about this? I'll simplify this. I'm not conservative. And a lot of people, when they get to their 30s, they feel like they gotta be conservative all of a sudden. They gotta, live life by tradition. They start panicking. I'm not doing that shit. I am manifesting either somebody with Scorpio, Aquarius, or possibly, oh girl, no, not Aries. I'm going to need somebody with Scorpio, Aquarius, or Sagittarius placements to understand me. And it just is what it is. But let me plug my phone in because I got a lot to say about this. I'm not settling, guys. And I get sad looking at other people settle. And I get sad seeing, other people talk about, oh, shut my brain off. And, oh, the man is going to do everything. Girl, what the fuck? Why are you no longer a person? And why are we not taking advantage of our privileges and the freedom that we have that the women who came before us didn't have? Why are we giving up our sovereignty? Why are you doing that? How many times y'all got to hear like great grandma and grandma, they didn't want that shit. They didn't really just want that shit. They didn't want these niggas like that. A lot of it was about survival. They didn't love, like a lot of our grandmas, not all, of course, but a lot of our grandmas and great grandmas and great great grandmas did not experience love. They experienced dictatorship from their husbands. And I don't think they want that for y'all. Okay. That's why a lot of times y'all ancestors, for anybody that is, spiritual, you'll notice your ancestors are trying to wake your ass up for real. They will start blocking some bullshit and you'll be thinking like, dang, is it me? No, they don't want you being a servant or a slave to a man. So they'll block certain things out your fucking way. What am I channeling? Shit. I must be channeling for my damn self. Let me pull some cards. Who? Cause look, ancestors, if you can and want to, can you all talk to me here? Only the ones who care for me and love me and want to watch over me, or do watch over me. Who have you all blocked in my life as a means of helping me? What romantic interest have you all blocked in my life that I would not have been able to succeed with? Local, okay, local. Oh. Jewish. I ain't never been with no Jewish man. What the hell? Have I been with a Jewish woman? Okay, let me keep pulling here. Okay, court. And what else? I knew a few people who was going in and out of court. Oh hell. Wait, voodoo. What the hell? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be serious. Okay, church. Okay. Look to your right. Well, that's scary as hell. That's to my right is my ancestor altar. First and last. Tried to tell you. Number one. What? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Just give me one more card that can help me pinpoint, because some of my previous endeavors have a lot of similarities. So who are y'all talking about that y'all blocked? Borrow and push some buttons. Oh, I'm feeling sick. What the fuck? What am I channeling? Why am I feeling sick? Borrow some buttons. Capricorn. Look to your left. Spray. I looked to my left and I saw some spray. This is why I don't do readings for myself, because what the fuck is... I'm sorry, ancestors. Just give me one more. Who y'all talking about that y'all blocked to protect me? T. Oh. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Oh my God. Oh shit. Damn it. Okay, anyhow. Well, thank you for the protection. Okay, yeah, like I was saying, I am valuing love. I am valuing romance right now. So, yeah, okay. Oh my God, let's not do that again. I'm not going to read about my love life in front of y'all like that no more. Okay, because that nigga be watching my social. Oh my God. Not they going to give me the letter T again. Oh. Okay. Y'all said I would not have been able to prosper with that nigga. Look. Damn, and he a whole Aquarius. That's so sad. All right. Look, y'all. I'm not changing myself, okay? And so I kind of want the same sovereignty and the same success for other people, for other femmes, for other feminine people. I'm not changing myself. I am manifesting a person who loves, the core parts of me, and they resonate with the core parts of me. I'm manifesting a romantic partner who is in alignment with my cosmic assignment. So like my Venus in Scorpio is not overwhelming to them. My 5 Scorpio placements in general are not overwhelming to them. So, I'm no longer trying to change myself. Anytime somebody says, "Oh, you do too much." Okay, well, go find less. Go find somebody that barely does anything, okay? Because like I can't and I don't want to. Changing yourself, living in a constant state of performance is horrible. It's like a layered form of slavery. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna shut off my feelings. You know how much work you gotta do to pretend and act? And I don't want to have to do that in my own home. You know how many women didn't have a fucking choice? So because I do have a choice, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to, your household, your home is supposed to be where you feel the most comfortable. I'm not going to come home and have to start code switching and performing because essentially the truth of who I am, my own husband doesn't even like, like I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get with somebody. Okay, let me tell y'all. Oh my God. I am really goofy. A lot of y'all might not know that because I don't really share that side of myself with you guys, but I am really goofy. I love to laugh. I love to get goofy. I remember I was dating somebody last year and I was telling them I'm really goofy and they was like, "I don't like that word. Don't use that word." Nigga, bye. How about I don't like you? The fuck? Damn. See, I'm in a space where I'm like, yeah, you know what? We're not compatible. Let's not even argue about it. We just not compatible because if me calling myself goofy made you real upset to where you felt like you had to mention it over and over, yeah, we're not compatible because I love being a goofy goober, please. And there's been a lot of women where I'll date them and everybody's trying to be conservative, right? So I just can't be with a conservative person. I'll be cracking jokes and she'll be looking at me like she got something stuck up her ass like, okay, bitch, damn. Okay. Ain't shit funny around here. Damn. Yeah. While y'all over there trying to run a tight ship, I'm over here ruling the sea. Okay. I don't got time to be bound and confined. And, so I want the same freedom for other films. Because I'm not changing myself. I am believing in my belief system. Y'all claim to be spiritual, but y'all sure get pessimistic. Y'all sure start doubting. I don't want to do that. I don't see the purpose of, how is it that you believe in spells and readings? Okay, well then, but you don't believe that love can really exist. You don't believe that you can really, manifest a soulmate. You don't believe you really deserve a soulmate. I feel that I do, and I want other femmes to feel the same thing too. So I'm not changing myself. I'm not going to try to start being quieter because somebody wants a quiet woman because they like how I look, but they don't like how I act. No, that means we're not compatible. Whether it's friends or lovers, I am not changing myself, y'all. And I don't want y'all to have to do that either. You should be able to be comfortable with your friends. You should be able to be comfortable. Like when people say things like, oh, there's just certain friends I can't talk to about certain things. Well, damn, that's not a friend then. That really sounds like an associate that you really just need to associate with from time to time. That's not no damn friend. Like, I get it. I'm not going to, okay, one thing that I'm a believer of, once I'm in a committed relationship with somebody where we have an understanding, yeah, I'm not going to be updating my friends with everything that's going on in the relationship. But I should be able to confide in a friend about my emotions. A lot of people will have friends and they'll be like, oh, I can't talk to my friend about my feelings. Then that ain't your damn friend. Or they'll be like, oh, dang, I can laugh around you. I can't crack those type of jokes around my friends. Them ain't your friends. And I've literally heard people tell me that. Them ain't your damn friends. Okay? So, yeah, look, this started out as me talking about, please, let's stop trying to shut off the brain, okay? Let's stop acting like children in adult relationships, okay? Y'all hate when a nigga do it, so I don't know why y'all doing it. I don't understand that. Y'all hate when a nigga act like a little boy, like he wants you to be his mommy. So why are y'all want him to be your daddy? Like, stop. We gonna talk about my trauma with the word daddy on another day. I think, yeah. So I don't like calling niggas daddy. Because if that turns him on a whole lot, now I'm gonna be having concerns about what he does behind closed doors and if he's a child predator. But we're gonna talk about that on a different day. Anyhow, I want you all to think about your love lives. Think about what you deserve. Your desires are your divinity, especially if you identify as a mermaid like I do. I just don't think life it's just not fair. You sit up here, no, and gender assignments are genuinely some bullshit. Be at peace.